It is a Thursday, and once again, we welcome you to an edition of the Sport Wrap Show, where we update you on the very latest sport news. I am Ashwin Mberi, and I'm happy to be here. Let's head straight into the hit list. Now, MTC Nesta Sunshine has announced a change of opponent for WBO Africa champion Philippus Ngitumbwa, who is set to fight on the 27th of April. Ngitumbwa will fight China's Dekang Wang for the WBO International Super Bantamweight title at the Ramatex Hall in Windhoek. He was initially due to fight another Chinese individual, Zhong Liu. Now, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha was at the press conference and compiled this.
Sorry guys, we are late and I hope we won't do it again. So, okay, and I also want to thank my sponsor, my personal sponsor, Elimo. So, Elimo Production, and I also want to thank our main sponsor, MTC, and PST, so PST betting also, and I also want to thank my sparring partner, KC, Loki, and not all of my sparring partner, my coaches, so they made me self something. Thank you for the big opportunity, and I hope that I'm ready to show, and I'm ready to prove you that these guys in the UC ready for the Chinese. So yeah, if you can see this Chinese, first the big man come now, change the point. As with the Chinese now, when we see that no, the first Chinese no, so no, even I don't no, this guy is no, give me someone else no, and told me okay, go check. Then call me and then told me no. I found some one is better rating than the other, and yeah, and you find the number one, the Chinese, the right number one in the Chinese, and so. The guys undefeated. Me myself, I will be ready, and I'm even ready for now. Can you take him out anytime? Anytime that I go check, I will make sure that I take him out. And yeah, I can't disappoint you guys. I want to tell all the fans that come in number guys, and yeah. All the boxers in the ring, can we say that in India colors, Big John also there, and Nata, yeah, I want to invite all the friends guys, come join us, the Plamato Center on the 27th this month, and we'll make sure that we.
Now, Walvis Bay Private School will host a spirited and exciting weekend of athletics for member schools of NAPSO. This is the Namibia Private Schools Organisation. This will be at the Vineta Sports Stadium in Swakopmund on Friday and Saturday. The event will see 21 private schools from all over the country and an expected 1,200 participants of both primary and secondary schools competing in the age groups under 7 to under 19. Now, Network TV's production team will bring viewers our live broadcast of the event on both days. You'll be able to check it out on Facebook page of My Zone and NTV DSTV 285, Core TV 25. Now, Friday's program starts with the team entrances and welcoming speeches before the first events from 8:30 a.m. until approximately 8 p.m. The Saturday program from 8 a.m. will ultimately culminate in the handover to the award winners at around 4:30 p.m. Now, according to the event organizer Henry Kemp of Walvis Bay Private School, the occasion is aimed at creating as well as increasing opportunities for learners in order to participate. Now, last weekend, the Windhoek Golf Club proudly hosted the second of 8 Bev monthly medal competitions for the year. Now, based on handicaps, Heinko Schmidt, a player in the C division, won the overall competition. The medal series will be used to determine the club's medal champion of the year. Now, the competitors qualify for the Tournament of Champions at the end of the year, where the best 24 players are split into 2 groups of 12 and compete over 54 holes. 75 players participated, which is a good turnout. The competition was interrupted by welcome rain for about an hour. And here are the top results. Overall winner, best net, was Heinko Schmidt with the gross score of 83 minus handicap 13 and equals net 70. And now, Namibia Private, one of Namibia's best junior tennis players, was on Monday awarded a scholarship by the Frank Fredericks Foundation. And this was the generous amount, of 10,000 Namibian dollars for this year, which will contribute towards her tennis expenses and educational needs. The foundation aims to assist athletes of any sports code in which FFF sees the potential to contribute to Namibia's sporting excellence. This is the second time a 14-year-old from Okahanja has been recognized by FFF for her remarkable growth and achievements. From 2020 to 2021, Besadenhout also received sponsorship from the foundation towards her school and sports career. Swama Shingenge, FFF's public relations officer, said Besadenhout has over the years shown impeccable growth in her tennis career. It is for this reason that they gave her a scholarship when she reached out for assistance. Certainly good. Now, Nedbank Namibia is once again gearing up to drive change on the greens, and this was the 5th installment of the Nedbank For Good Golf Series. The prestigious 11-event golf series not only celebrates sporting excellence, but also raises awareness and funds for chosen charities through pledges and donations. Over the past 4 years, the competition has grown from strength to strength, firmly establishing itself as the premier charity golf series in Namibia. Commencing on 16 March at the Omea Golf Club, the 2024 series will conclude with a grand finale on the 4th of October, once again hosted at the Omea. Now, previously known as the Nedbank for Autism series, the tournament rebranded last year as the Nedbank for Good series after raising 656,000 Namibian dollars for the Autism Association of Namibia during its initial 3-year tenure. We're going to take a short break before we return with Brian Munango zooming in.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
All right, it's time for us to cross over to award-winning sports journalist Brian Munango for Zoom In.
You guys know it's Thursday and we are back with another banger episode. Well, with this one, it's going to be a bit more spicy. It's going to be nicer. So you guys should stay tuned all the way to the end because Javon and I will be giving you guys some tips that you guys can jump on and make some money during the weekend. As you all know, Premier League is on. So we are very, very excited. But first and foremost, Javon, how are you doing, brother, man?
Very well. I just want to take this moment to congratulate you and the Sport Rap team on winning the sports show of the year, right?
The sports news show of the year.
News show of the year, yeah. So congratulations to you and the team. And yeah, onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. Well, just because we got that award, I think this weekend we need to make sure we give the viewers some tips, some nice tips, so that they can also feel like they're celebrating with us on the show. But yeah, before we do dive into it, just your assumption or your summarizing of last weekend. How do you feel about last weekend?
Obviously, we now have a proper title race on our hands, which is exciting for the neutral and for anyone that's involved in those three participating teams. I would say I think Villa's in that. Not this season, as yet. So yeah, it's exciting times. Obviously, United disappointing, but which was, it's understandable at the Etihad. It's difficult to go there and even to get possession of the ball, let alone to go and win the match. So I'm excited, man. Obviously, for me as a United supporter, I would rather want Arsenal to win the league, because if Liverpool win it, they tie our Premier League record of 20. So we're not the team with the highest Premier League titles. And obviously, if City win,
they become the first team
to win 4 consecutive Premier League titles. So come on, your Gunners, I guess.
Okay, but having to choose between the two, let's rule out Arsenal. Not disregarding that they are probably the best team in form right now in the Premier League. Let's not rule that out. But if it was between City and Liverpool, if you had to now choose, which are okay, sharp, someone must win this trophy. Who would it be though?
Who would it be?
Yeah, because now
I guess I'll probably have to die then. There's just no way there's no way I can choose any of those teams.
Because as a Manchester United fan, both hurt.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
We still have this history thing where we hold the most trophies. So if Liverpool equal that, we don't have that anymore. And if City win the league, Manchester has been blue for the longest of time now, and that will just be like the end of us.
For the sentimental value, obviously, Klopp leaving it would be great. You know, everyone loves Klopp, regardless of who you support. So for him to leave on a high like that would be great, you know, for him personally and for the Liverpool supporters. So it's difficult, but I hope Arteta deserves it. They were close last season.
Very close, yeah.
So, you know, they kind of deserve it. They are playing well, as you said. Team in form, scoring a lot of goals.
Broke the record,
and a lot of different goal scorers.
You know. What makes them dangerous is it's not a thing. They don't have a marksman anymore. It's not a Gabriel Jesus. The goals are coming from everywhere. Odegaard comes in, he scores. Declan Rice comes in and scores. They've been scoring. I think they broke the record now. They scored plus 20 goals in the last 3 games.
Yeah, correct.
Which is, it's very, very scary. But okay, enough chats about last weekend. Let's dive into this week. We start off with my picks. Not my picks, but my results for the weekend. I don't want to say I feel too bad about those. I'll actually say I'm very happy. I got Man United spot on with the 3-1. As I said, we would lose that game. Arsenal always has this thing, Arsenal always have this thing where I give them a pick. You've noticed. You've noticed.
The third time.
It's the third time. I pick Arsenal, I say 4, they score 5. I say 5, they score 6. I say 2, they score 3. So that relationship, I'm done with it. But I got a close result there. Bournemouth, I went for 2-0. I didn't think Burnley would score, but Burnley ended up nicking one in the last minute. Aston Villa 3-2. Wow, closer than I thought. But I got
very well there. Chelsea, you know, you can't back Chelsea anymore. They're just poor, pathetic. West Ham, you were going for the draw there. West Ham look like they're getting back.
They scored last minutes. They
Paqueta's also back in the team.
Okay.
Side, so, and then Brighton, obviously, you went for the Brighton there. Disappointing from them. Inconsistent Brighton this season. So.
Okay, so all in all, 12.5. I would say I'm very happy with those. Moving on to Javon's picks. Let's see how Javon did this weekend. Javon, you scored us a total of 9 points. So can you not far off my points. So can you just run us through those?
Chelsea, I'm not backing them for anything. That's why I went for the 3-0 Brentford there. Lost out there. Villa, I went for the Luton upset. Villa obviously holding their good form. And then Burnley, I went for the 4-0. That's also kind of the upset. But then Bournemouth, obviously, a comfortable win for them there. Other than that, I settle for the 9 points. I think I'm 74th now out of 919 players.
Which is not too
bad. You
bad.
are 12 now?
I'm at 12.
So 919 players, it's still growing. Hopefully we can end the season with up to 1,000.
Over 1,000. I'm sure we will get there, Okay, with the tips that we'll be giving you guys and with the videos that will be coming out, I'm sure we'll be reaching 1,000. But if you are not joined in the group yet, in the Sports Rap Super Brew competition, what are you waiting for? I mean, Javon and I are there. Sylvanus is there. He's probably one of the guys that are now there by the bottom. So if you join now, you still have time to catch up with those guys. But definitely do join us. I mean, it's free. You get to win some money. And just give us a rundown again of the giveaway that we do have at the end of the season, which is approaching fast and fast.
Just a friendly reminder for the mega giveaway that we still have for any client that plays online or retail with us. The 2 motor vehicles for grabs. It's I think 11 game weeks away now.
11, yes, it is 11
game weeks away, so it's pretty close. We encourage everyone to continue playing, $20 Namibian or more. If it's a losing bet, you automatically entered. And those who have not jumped on, to sign up immediately and to jump on.
Definitely. Make sure, guys, it's just 11 game weeks that are left before we do announce the giveaways. And also the 3 guys who will be walking away with some money in the Super Brew. But let's take a look at that list for now. Let's see who is in a position to win some money. So as it stands, Zoo I Am is in first place. That means he gets to walk away with 25,000 Namibian dollars. Nesta Kati, big shout out to Nesta. Nesta always making sure he's in the top 10 or in the top 3. He gets to walk away with 15,000. And then Zoa. Zoa came out of nowhere, you know. Zoa is someone who really surprised me, but shout out to Zoa. Krobedel Bota is still in the mix fighting there. I think him and Zoa almost squared on points, but yeah, Nakanyala is also one to always be a threat. As you guys see, those guys are really close and tight. It's just 1 point
Exactly.
that separates them.
That top 5 position, like you can't mess up. You can't miss any game week.
But the problem is and you know, I want to break into that top 10. I just don't know how, because these guys are also very consistent. It's not like these guys make a lot of mistakes. But yeah, that's how the top 10 is looking very competitive. Love to see it. But if you guys haven't joined up yet, you can still join, because we also have weekly prizes. You can walk away with a $50 betting voucher from GSB, or $500 if you do get the yellow cap. Yellow cap means now if you do perform really, really well and you are in the top 10 of the round that is. But yeah, we move on to the next thing, that is the predictions for this coming weekend. I already put in mine, so I'm just going to run through them quickly. Manchester United, Everton, I went for straight 2-0 win. I think United can get that one there. Bournemouth and Sheffield, I went for Bournemouth to win because Sheffield are getting relegated again. Crystal Palace, Luton Town, 2-1 for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I feel like, are in good form. Wolves and Fulham, I'm very, very interested in seeing what Javon has to say for this one, but I went with Fulham I went with Wolves just because they're at the Molineux Stadium and I think they can get the win. Arsenal, I went for 3-0. I might change that to maybe 4 because Arsenal are in fantastic form. Nottingham Forest and Villa. I couldn't separate the two, but I went for 2-1 Villa just because they're home. But I think I might change that to 2-2. Brighton, Nottingham Forest. Brighton back to winning ways. West Ham, Burnley. West Ham are in good form. They win that game. Liverpool and City. Favorite game for the weekend. If Salah is fine, I'm going to change it to 2-1 Liverpool. But if Salah is not okay, I'm going to stick to 2-2. And then the last game, like you said, for no reason should you back Chelsea. Chelsea fans, I'm not saying this because I'm being biased or anything, but you guys are the worst team to predict. You guys are very unpredictable right now in the season. Come for me if you want to come for me. But yeah, 2-1 Newcastle. So Javon, run us through yours, please.
United, Everton. I'll go with your prediction there, 2-0.
Okay.
Comfortable win at Old Trafford. Bournemouth, I'll go one better. I think they can score another one. I have Dominic Solanke. They have a double game. We had a game with this coming week.
Is in your fantasy team?
Yeah, so I have him as a captain. So hopefully he can score a couple there. Luton Town.
Okay.
I'll go with the upset there. That's one of my predictions for the weekend. Luton Town to beat Palace. Luton Town 1-0. Yeah, they're pretty decent side.
They are.
Wolves. I think it's a tight game. I'll go with the 1-0 there.
For who?
For Wolves.
Okay.
1-0 for Wolves.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like Wolves. Arsenal, tight game. Brentford are very well organized football side. I don't think they'll be as free scoring against the Brentford this weekend. So I'll go with the 1-0 Arsenal.
Okay.
Aston Villa, Spurs. Aston Villa at home are hard to beat.
Exactly.
I would go with the Villa 1-0.
Villa 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think Spurs can score at Villa?
No, I don't think so. I think they can keep them sound. They can keep the defense sound at the back.
Okay.
Brighton, Nottingham Forest. I think that's a draw. As I said, Brighton not performing. They're inconsistent. I think that's both teams to score a result there.
Another tip. You guys can take a tip already now. Both teams to score. Write that down.
West Ham, Burnley. I'll go with the West Ham as they're currently getting back to form.
Yeah,
1-0 there. Liverpool City, interesting game. Obviously, there's always a lot of goals in the game. Both teams will definitely score there. I'll go again. Both teams to score there. However, I think both teams don't want to lose that match either. So I think it's going to be a tight game. I think 1-1.
1-1.
And then finally, Chelsea to lose 2-0 at home.
Yeah, no, Chelsea fans.
Chelsea are they've really hurt my feelings a lot this season, as a punter myself. So I'm against them now.
Yeah, no, same. Chelsea have made me lose. Like, when you lock a slip, when you lock a parlay and you are like, okay, you draw your games, and then the team that is supposed to not lose, for example, Chelsea now, they go mess up the whole thing. Yeah, so for me, I understand you 100%. For us punters, I'm staying away from Chelsea for a good amount of time until you guys get back into the top 10. I think they're 11th now, if not 10th.
Yeah.
If you guys get 11th, back, if you guys get back above 5, then we can maybe talk about considering putting you guys back on slips again. But yeah, looking back at the games that we do have, if you have to give us your safe picks or your suggested bet, well, let's call it the suggested bet for the weekend. So Japon is going to give you guys a suggested bet for the weekend. I'm going to give you guys mine as well. And then next week, Thursday, we'll take a look at how we did do in the weekend based off our betting tips. And if you guys jumped on, you probably made yourself some money. If not, we lost together. But yeah, let's see what the one suggested bet is for the weekend.
All right, thanks, Brian. Well, obviously for me, I like to see value in the bet. You know, I just don't like to go for the straightforward and there's no value. I like to go for the risk. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. So I'll go with Luton to win beat against.
Okay, let's look at the games again one more time so that it's just easier for you to just make your locks. Okay.
Yeah, to beat Palace.
So Luton, that's your first pick.
Yeah, and then I'll go with Brighton and Forest. Both teams to score, and I'll go with Liverpool and City, both teams to score. You know, you can actually also go with Liverpool the draw, straight draw. I think the odds are pretty high, like 3 point something. So I'll go Liverpool, City, draw. Brighton, Forest, both teams to score. And Luton away win. Okay,
as we speak, while I'm taking a look at these games, let me just log on to my JSB quickly to just see how the odds look like. But yeah, if I have to give my picks, for the weekend, I'm going to go Manchester United win. That has to be my first game for the weekend, guys. If you guys can jump on that one, I think this weekend we win. I think we win our first game. After losing all these games we've been losing. So yeah, I'm going to go Manchester United win. The odds for Manchester United to win right now sit at 1.86, which is very delicious for me. So United win. Another game that I'm very comfortable in doing is Aston Villa and Spurs. For that one, I'm going to play it safe. So we are going to go for both teams to score. We're not going to go for winner in the game. We're just going to go for both teams to score. And then my last game has to be Man City and Liverpool. I'm also going to go for both teams to score. The roundabout brings you in at 5 to 6 odds, close to 6 odds, which for me is really, really good. Javon is busy looking at his now. So for those 3 games, I'm going to say, yeah, Liverpool, City, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Manchester United, we're going to go for a straight win, nothing too crazy. Odds are really nice there. And then, like I said, what was my last game? Brighton, Nottingham Forest, West Ham. Oh, we can also squeeze in West Ham. West Ham to just win at Burnley. That's also just a panta. If you want to do something crazy, Newcastle, Chelsea.
you see, as I said, I look for the value. My odds for those 3 matches are 28.
28. So those, okay, can you just run them through again? Both teams to score
for Brighton and Forest.
Okay.
Liverpool and City draw straight, and then I'll go with the Luton to upset Palace at Selhurst Park.
Okay, so you guys heard those ones. So mine is United to win straight, Liverpool's game with City to have both teams to score in over 2.5, and the last one is Aston Villa and Spurs. That's also a both teams to score in over 2.5. So that's exciting. But you trust your bets?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, yeah. Well, guys, with that being said, make sure that you do lock on. If you do not have a JSB's betting account, make sure to create one. And then you can jump on these odds. But yeah, you need to be 18 and older, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, most important, 18 and over. And then, and you can jump on and you can make some money over the weekend. And obviously, as I said earlier on, if it's a losing bet, you can automatically enter into the mega giveaway at the end of May.
And the losing bet has to just be $20 and above or so. So yeah, put down a 50 on those suggestions that we just gave you. See, or at 20 or at 30 and see if we can make yourself some money. But from us in studio, it is adios.
All right, from me, Ashwin Betty, it's time for me to say goodbye to you, but I am leaving you in the very capable hands of Ari Hogard as he takes us globe trotting. Cheers.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with soccer first. It is Champions League action, and it was Manchester City, defending champions, that's through to the quarterfinals. They, in the round of 16, they played against Copenhagen, and that was played at home, and it was Manchester City that won the game by 3-1, and that's for an aggregate of 6 goals against 2. In the other round of 16 game played, it was Real Madrid that beat Leipzig by aggregate on 2-1. The game against Leipzig ended 1-1. So it is also Real Madrid that goes through to the quarterfinals. On to tennis news. It is the BNP Paribas Open that started. It's also called the Indian Wells. It's played in America. It's a thousands tournament on the ATP, so it's and the WTA, men and women playing, and it is fields similar to a major. So it's all the best players in the world in action in Indian Wells. In the men's side, Andy Murray of Great Britain got off to a good start. He beat David Goffin by 6-3 and 6-2. The number 1 seed in the tournament is Novak Djokovic. Number 2 seed is Carlos Alcaraz. And number 3 seed is the informed Yannick Sinner. On to the women's side of the draw, it is Angelique Kerber of Germany that had a win against Petra Martins. That was 6-3 and 6-4. Number 1 seed in the tournament is Iga Swiatek. She's also the world number 1. And number 2 seed is the Australian Open champion. That's Aryna Sabalenka. And to conclude today's international sports news, it's cycling news. It is the Paris-Nice cycle tour that continued. Stage 4 that is done. It was a difficult one with lots of climbs, and it was Santiago Buitrago that won it, and he won it in 4 hours, 25 minutes and 52 seconds. That is stage 4. 10 seconds behind him, Luke Platt, and then in third position, Matthias Schelmos, 37 seconds behind him. Still 4 stages to go, and at the moment the general classifications as follow. Luke Platt, after finishing second, he's the yellow jersey holder with the combined time of 13 hours, 15 minutes and 4 seconds, followed by Santiago Buitrago that won stage 4. He's 13 seconds behind the yellow jersey at the moment. And then Brendan McNulty, he was the leader after stage 3. He is now 27 seconds behind the leader, Luke Platt. And to close off cricket news, it is the cricket test between England and India that started. That was in Dharmasala, and it was England that won the toss and decided to bat first. Another good first innings for them. They were bowled out for 218 in their first innings. They were 175 for 3 at one stage, but they lost lots of wickets in the end, with all 10 wickets taken by the spinners, with Kuldeep taking 5 wickets. India lead the series 3-1. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.